Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kieran. I'm a junior doctor and a comedian working in Manchester. As 2020 draws to a close, a year of wearing masks, of baking bread and jumping up and down in our apartments to Joe Wicks, we can now look forward to 2021 and hopefully some light at the end of the tunnel. This year I've decided as a personal challenge that I'm going to set myself 5 new habits. The reason that I'm making this video is to hold myself accountable, but also in the hope that some of you guys will join me on this journey of making some new healthy habits. Habit number 1, stop scrolling. It's so easy to lie in your bed in the morning, to scroll and scroll and scroll through your phone, and the next thing you know, 2 hours have passed. And you've not exactly done anything relaxing, but you definitely haven't done anything productive. I'm telling you, I am the worst for this. In 2020, I received more messages than ever. Comments on my YouTube channel, Instagram DMs, messages on TikTok. I was building and growing a community, which I'm really proud of, but at the same time, I kind of felt like anytime I got a message, I needed to reply to it immediately, otherwise people would lose interest. What I realized is it's about the content and the longevity of what you're saying rather than how quickly you can reply back to someone. So I've decided that this year in 2021, I'm going to set specific social media times of day just for replying to comments and messages.
You know, I set up some goals and it just, never goes anywhere. It's like the people that go to the gym and get a membership and then, they work out for 2 months and they just dip. That may or may not have been me. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Connie here, and for today we're going to be talking about 8 healthy habits that you need to incorporate into your life this upcoming 2021. Like other people, I've spent a lot of my time setting up goals, and I've just realized it doesn't really work out for me. And it's because there's no game plan, there's no how to get there. It's just a goal that seems very far out of reach. Now, this year, I want to focus up on setting habits, and by setting up these habits every day, I'm going to slowly transform into the person that I want to become. And it's just going to be so much easier to obtain any kind of goals you do decide to set for yourself once you create a strong foundation for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first habit that I want to talk about is creating a consistent sleep schedule. Now, when I say create a consistent sleep schedule, I'm more so kind of encouraging you to sleep early and wake up earlier because as many say, the early bird gets the worm. And we don't know what happens to the bird that's not early, but I assume he or she spends a lot of his time looking for a worm to eat, but since they missed it, they wasted a lot of time, and we are not going to be wasting any time this year, guys.
Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited for today's video because it is the beginning of a new year. This year more than ever, I think I'm definitely ready to say goodbye to the old year and start a new year fresh. Any new start to something is refreshing, and I definitely know that we all need it this year more than ever. This video is 5 things that you can do that I did that were small changes that really made a big difference in my life. And I think that's really important, especially this time of year. So many people are making resolutions and goals and intentions for the new year. But this is just to encourage you to think, looking at your life, what you've done in the past and what you want to do going forward. The second thing, and this kind of ties into the phone situation, I would try to make praying a daily part of my life. Now, obviously I pray before meals and I try to pray before bed and things like that, but I mean like dedicated quiet time over and above the normal praying that I do. And so that could be sitting down and praying. It could be writing in my gratitude journal. It could be doing a devotional, whatever it is. I'm calling it that category of praying. When I was spending all that time on my phone in the mornings, then I would have to hit the ground running because the girls were up at that point. We had breakfast, we had school, and there wasn't time to get my prayer done in the morning. Well, then I would have the busyness of the day that would come along. Prayer didn't happen then either. And so I try my very best. I put pray at the very top of my to-do list every single day, and I highlight it so that I remember to do that as early in the morning as possible. And sometimes it means praying in my bathroom.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Dan and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about New Year's resolutions and more importantly goal setting, and I'll explain why. Because I don't really believe in the whole New Year's resolutions kind of thing that people seem to do every single year. So yeah, I want to jump into that in a bit more detail. If this is the first time you're watching one of my videos, my name is Dan. I'm a college dropout. I dropped out of college to run a series of online businesses, and I want to start sort of producing content that gives back value to entrepreneurs, whether they're young, old, whatever business they're in, and sort of help people excel and kind of just document my journey as I go on to grow and scale new businesses as well. First reason why I don't like New Year's resolutions is because they're very commonly a set and forget kind of goal. You know, you'll see people try and change literally everything that's wrong with their life, whether that be like, I'm going to quit smoking, going to quit drinking, going to go to the gym, I'm going to eat healthy all at once, and then they just find, oh my God, this is too much to handle 2 weeks in to January, and it's back on the booze, back on the binge eating or whatever it may be. How do we combat that? How do we set goals that are one, realistic, and two, how do we stick to them? So number one is realistic goals. Now, like I just mentioned, if you wake up on January 1st and try and change everything possible about your life, it's just not going to be sustainable. So for example, say you wanted to start getting up earlier. So I mean, if you read some entrepreneurial books, a lot of them will tell you, look, get up earlier, you'll thank yourself for it, and you'll be a lot more productive. Now this is a goal that I've got personally and I've started doing, but because I used to start waking up at literally 9 a.m. on the dot, I'm not just gonna one day set my alarm for 5 a.m. and expect to keep that up. What I've done is gradually, you know, one morning it might be 8 a.m., then it'll be 7:30, and then, you know, keep doing those for a couple of days.
I think we can all agree that 2020 was an interesting year to say the least. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of looking forward to taking 2021 and kind of turning the page. So while I'm not generally a big fan of New Year's resolutions, I think that this year could be one of those years where it might be a good thing to kind of look at what we want to change in 2021, how we want to get out of some of these ruts and really make some improvements and get our lives back on track. If you guys are new to my channel, usually I talk about minimalism, saving money, and just like living better, building habits, that type of stuff. So if that's something that interests you guys, don't forget to subscribe. Number one is to get back into those habits and those routines that you got out of in 2020. So a lot of us, our lives were messed up. We no longer went to work, like our schedules changed. A lot of bad stuff happened. I think it's really important to kind of get back into those healthy routines. You might not be, you know, working out like you were. You might be eating worse, or, you know, like spending more time watching TV. A lot of bad things have happened. A lot of bad habits have really started over the past year. So I think it's super important to kind of look back at like, what are those things that you wish you were doing again, and kind of make a decisive effort to get back into those things that were really good, were really healthy for you. Maybe do a 30-day challenge of getting back into that habit, really kickstarting that habit again. Do a no spend month or 3, especially around the holidays. It's very easy to overspend. So it might be a really good idea to take some time, whether it's a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year, and try to see how little you can buy, almost gamify it, and see how little you can buy that is not a necessity, that's not groceries or clothes that you need to survive, and try to cut out everything else, cut out all the Amazon and everything else that you